I believe some female cast members only joined the recent season of 90 Day, The Last Resort to prove their partners wrong. I like the concept of troubled couples from the franchise seeking marriage counseling to improve their relationships. In Season 1, Yara Zaya and Jovi Dufresne worked through their communication issues and are now happier than ever. Similarly, therapy helped some other couples realize they were better off without each other. Molly Hopkins broke up with her boyfriend, Kelly Brown, and they moved on with their lives. In December 2024, the network premiered 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2, with some of the most popular couples from the franchise seeking professional help to improve their relationships. Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo were looking for a solution to their intimacy issues, while Sophie Sierra and Rob Warren wanted to determine the future of their marriage and address their trust issues. Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs needed assistance in compromising and reaching a mutual decision about their plans for a baby. Additionally, Stacey Silva joined the season to address Florian Sukaj's flirtatious behavior. I believe therapy is beneficial for many 90 Day Fiancé couples in addressing their issues, and I appreciate it when therapists help them reconcile. However, this season left me feeling unsatisfied because I suspect some female cast members had ulterior motives for joining. Jasmine had been dealing with intimacy issues with Gino from the beginning of their relationship. Despite these issues, she married him, giving the impression that she truly wanted to be with Gino. However, shortly after starting therapy, she unexpectedly suggested the idea of an open marriage, revealing that she had been considering it for some time. Not long after, she pressured Gino to agree to involve Matt Brownies in their open marriage. I was shocked to see her push Gino without giving him time to process this new arrangement. I was convinced she had only joined the season to paint herself as a victim when she lost her temper with Rob, who suggested they involve another man besides Matt in their open marriage. In my opinion, Jasmine didn't participate in therapy to address her issues with Gino. Instead, she quickly advanced her relationship with Matt, who had already become her confidant. I'm a fan of Ariella Weinberg, but I believe that her participation in the season wasn't actually to resolve her issues with Biniam Schreiber. It seemed like she was hurt by her husband and wanted to show his wrongdoing to her co-stars as well as the viewers. Unfortunately, things didn't go as she had hoped. She struggled to connect with her female co-stars, and they didn't support her when she criticized Biniam. I found it odd how Ariella continuously pushed Biniam to admit to cheating on her instead of focusing on other concerns. Time and time again, I had the impression Ariella was more interested in emphasizing her efforts to salvage her relationship, implying Biniam wasn't putting in the same level of dedication. She seemed intent on painting Biniam as an unfaithful husband who caused her pain rather than working on forgiveness and moving forward. Opting not to share a room with Biniam indicated to me that Ariella had no intention of leaving the resort as a reconciled couple. Even during the tell-all, Ariella appeared more relieved than heartbroken when Biniam confessed he cheated on her. I'm not a fan of Rob, but I must mention that Sophie wasn't a great partner either. When she moved to the United States, she knew Rob had cheated on her by interacting with other women online. Despite his infidelity, she chose to marry him. I would have respected her more if she had ended the relationship before getting married. However, she moved out of their house shortly after the wedding and had an on-again, off-again relationship with him for 2 years. During 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2 Tell-All, she accused Rob of being abusive. She had sex with Rob after their breakup at the recommitment ceremony, which made me think he might not have been a terrible husband. Sophie's story changing makes me wonder if she joined the show to portray Rob as unsupportive and unfaithful to get more love and support from fans and co-stars. I'm not excusing Rob's behavior, but it seems like Sophie may have had a hidden agenda for appearing on the show with him. I have been a fan of Julia and Brandon since their first season. Despite their noticeable personality differences, they have managed to make their relationship work and are still together. However, I was disappointed by Julia's selfish behavior in 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2. She didn't appear remorseful while admitting to cheating on Brandon. Julia even mentioned that she only confessed to cheating because she no longer wanted to feel guilty. I was impressed with how Brandon handled the situation and forgave Julia. Julia consistently refused to seek a second opinion from American doctors regarding her fertility issues. However, I was pleased when she finally agreed to do so. Unfortunately, my support for Julia waned when she gave Brandon an ultimatum to help her bring her parents to the United States. I believe she only joined the season solely to pressure Brandon to assist with her parents' visa application. Although she claims therapy was an educational experience, her ultimatum to her husband led me to believe she was playing her own selfish game on 90 Day, The Last Resort.